All right, Shalom. Akim, bear with me for 1 second. Baba Kasha and Shalom to all used to say Akim on the comment board. All right. This is First Samuel, chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. First and foremost, I like to give all honor, all glory, and all praises to our Heavenly Father and to the only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar, Kodash. Next up, double honors to our apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, and from teaching us this truth according to the Bible. Double shalom to all you should say Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and righteousness and sincerity to the best of your ability. You know, and as you can see the title, this lesson that I'm about to go into, Lord willing, is edifying to the very hopeful elect, whoever they may be. But as you can see the title, reasons why you should fear the Lord. You see, there's multiple reasons why we should be fearing the Lord. And when I say we, I'm talking about you Israelites, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latino, and Americans. There's multiple reasons why we should fear the Lord. You see, we're talking about the same power who destroyed, who brought fire and brimstone upon Sodom and Gomorrah for all its wickedness. We're talking about the same power, Yahweh Shema Shah, that brought all the ancient plagues upon ancient Egypt. You see, we talking about the same power who brought the flood upon the earth during the time of Noah. You see, we talking about the same power that's about to bring all these future prophecies to pass in these upcoming times. The Strong's G5480, martial law. You see, the C-hip, that Strong's G5480, that microchip. You see, the same power that's doing all these things is the same power Yahweh Shema Shah is who we need to be fearing. It's who we need to be reverencing. So I'm gonna get a couple of precepts, and Lord willing, you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans are edified. So I'm gonna start off with the book of First Samuel, chapter 2, verse 6. I'm gonna read that again. This is First Samuel, chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. You see? So the Lord killeth. You got a lot of our people talking about the devil took my baby, which it ain't no devil under the ground. You see, that's killing anybody. All credit goes to Yahweh Shema Shah. You see, when somebody dies, when somebody gets put to death, it's because of Yahweh Shema Shah. You see, Yahweh Shema Shah is the cause of you people's death. Yahweh Shema Shah is the reason why you people are dying. You see, not some devil under the ground, not these false gods who are no gods. All credit goes to Yahweh Shema Shah. They kill us. But not only do they kill us, they also make alive. You see, just like they had the power to kill you, they also had the power to make you alive. You see, when a woman's in labor and they give her to bring forth a newborn baby, guess who made that baby alive? It was Yahweh Shema Shah. You see, but the people are giving credit to the doctors. You see, no, all credit goes to Yahweh Shema Shah. They kill and they make alive. You get into a bad car accident. You see, you survive a tragedy, a bad incident. It's Yahweh Shema Shah that kept you alive. You see, all credit goes to them. Reading on, it says, so like I lost my place. Bear with me, Akim. This is First Samuel. Bear with me. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. That's right. So the Lord, he bringeth down to the grave and he bringeth up. So the Lord can bring you down to the grave to a lower state. You see, the Lord can bring you down to a low condition. You see, have you gone through all type of adversity? Have you catching all type of hell? And you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans, we're catching all type of hell. You see, we're going through it as a nation, as a people. Why? Because we sin against our power. You see, we went astray from serving Yahweh Shemashah. See, Yahweh Shemashah, what did they do in return? They brought us down to the grave. But in return, they're bringing us up slowly but surely, starting with the very hopeful elect, whoever they may be. You see, starting with the very hopeful elect. You see, we're going to get the kingdom if we're that number. You see, we're about to be ruling soon come. You see, we're about to have slaves soon come. We about to be, ruling with Yahweh Shemal Shah soon come. But the point is, they bring it down to the grave and they bring it up. Yahweh Shemal Shah, they do all these things. You see, and that's why we should be fearing them. That's why we should be reverencing them. A power that can kill you, a power that can make you alive, a power that can bring you down to the grave and then bring you up from that predicament that they put you in. That's a power that needs to be feared. That's a power that needs to be reverenced. That's a power that needs to be respected, man. And that's the problem within Israel. Our people don't fear Yahweh Shemal Shah. You see? Our people don't fear Yahweh Shemal Shah. Because if our people fear Yahweh Shemal Shah, they will be moving in wisdom. They will be moving in this wisdom, knowledge, understanding these scriptures. They will be moving through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah, which shows that our people lack this wisdom, which shows that our people lack this understanding because they don't fear. That's why the Lord haven't given them this understanding. You see? So I'm going to get my next precept. I ain't going to make this a long list. I just want to get to a point pretty much on reasons why you should fear the Lord, man. Reasons why we should fear the Lord. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32. Bear with me. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. That's right. So there's no other God with Yahweh Shemal Shah in the heavens. You see, there's no other power, beside Yahweh Shemal Shah, bossing them around, telling them what to do, giving them orders. You see, Yahweh Shemal Shah, you see, they stand alone. They give orders to themselves. They tell themselves what to do. There is no other God with Yahweh Shemal Shah. They're the one that only live in true power. It says, I kill and I make alive. So just backing up 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The scripture said, I kill and I make alive. You see, it's Yahweh Shemal Shah that's doing all the killing, man. All these people you seen dying around you, all these people you seen being put to death, they're not just dying and being put to death by coincidence. It's Yahweh Shemal Shah doing it, man. And that's why Yahweh Shemal Shah, Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, that's who the word he calls God, which his name is He is or He exists. And Yahweh Shah being the only begotten Son, which his name is He saves or He delivers, that's who the word he calls Jesus. But that's why they need to be feared. You see? Because they kill, man. They have the power to take you out. They have the power to get rid of you from off the face of the earth. These are reasons why we should fear the Lord. There's not enough fear going on, but soon come it will be. If you don't fear it now, you're going to be fearing during the time of Jacob's trouble when all hell breaks loose. You see, your fear is going to come upon you one way or another. If you don't fear the Lord going to bring your fears upon you. So it's better to fear the Lord now. to wait until all hell breaks loose for the Lord to bring your fears upon you. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. So again, not only does the Lord kill, but he also has the power to make you alive. That's a power that needs to be feared. A power that can kill you and make you alive. You see, a lot of our people are giving credit to Allah. A lot of our people are giving credit to JC, so-called Jesus Christ, but that's not a real God. You see, our power, you Israelites' power is Yahweh Shah, the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father. You see, a lot of our people are giving credit to Buddha, Baphomet, all these false gods who are no gods, the gods of the other nations, man. And they're not doing none of these things. They're not killing. They're not making a lie. You see, they're not bringing down to the grave and then bringing you up from that condition they put you in. They're not doing none of these things because they're not real. All credit goes to Yahweh and Mashah. That's why these are reasons why we should be fearing our power, man. It says, I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. So not only does Yahweh Shemal Shai kill and make alive, but they also have the power to wound you and heal you. So when you get wounded, when you hurt your back, you hurt your ankle, your leg, your arm, whatever the case may be, whatever you hurt, if the Lord, whatever injury you may have got yourself into, it was the Lord who did it at the end of the day. You see, because it's them that wound. You see, but they have the power at the same time to heal you from that wound. This is a power that needs to be feared. These are reasons why you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans should be fearing Yahweh Shema Shah. We all been in predicaments to where we hurt ourselves. And whenever we hurt ourselves, it was Yahweh Shema Shah that did it. Because as the scripture said, they wound and they heal. And that wound that happened to us wasn't a pleasant feeling, wasn't a good feeling. That's a power that needs to be feared, man. You see, because Yahweh Shema Shah, then they don't have to heal you from that wound. They can leave you hurt. You see, they can leave you the way you are when you get injured. And there's a lot of people like that who don't ever get healed from their wound. Yahweh Shema Shah, leave them just like they are. Once he wounded, he leave them just like that. This is a power that needs to be feared. It says, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. That's right. There's nobody that could deliver you out of Yahweh Shema Shah hands. You see, when they got their eyes set on you and they're ready to take you out, they're ready to judge you. You see, when they're ready to put you to death from all your wickedness from going to hell off, nobody can deliver you. Nobody can save you out of their hands. Not your mom, not your dad, not your sister, not your brother, not your auntie, not your grandma, not your granddad, not your uncle. Nobody. It's just going to be you and Yahweh Shema Shah. You see? Nobody can save you out of their hands, which leads me to my next precept. This is Hebrews. Let me see. Bear with me. Bear with me. This is Hebrews chapter 10. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You see? It's a fearful thing. It's a scary thing for you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans, to fall into the hands of Yahweh Shema Shah. You see, because they are the true and living power. You don't want to fall into their hands. You don't want to fall into the clutches of Yahweh Shema Shah. Because of the scripture I just read in Deuteronomy 32, verse 39, Nobody can save you out of their hands when they got their eyes set on you, when they're ready to judge you. You see, it's a fearful thing to fall into their hands. You see, because Yahweh Shemashah, they could bring your worst fears upon you. You see, things that you thought would never ever happen to you, things that you thought would never ever come upon you, Yahweh Shemashah can bring your worst fears upon you. You fear heights, Yahweh Shemashah can have it to where you falling towards your death. You see, you fear drowning in the water, Yahweh Shemashah can have it to where you're drowning in the water. You see, whatever the case may be, whatever you fear, Yahweh Shemashah can bring your fears upon you. That's why it's a fearful thing to fall into their hands. That's why these are reasons why we should be fearing our power that can kill, our power that can make alive, a power that can wound, a power that can heal, a power that can bring you down to the grave and bring you up, a power that can bring your fears upon you because it's a fearful thing to fall into their hands. This is a power that needs to be feared, man. But the majority of our people, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they don't want to fear the Lord. They want to continue to walk the streets of America. Long as our people can get a slice of pizza, long as our people can go out to eat, long as our people can continue to commit adultery, long as our people can continue to indulge in sodomy, men with men, woman with woman, long as our people could continue to celebrate these pagan holidays, long as our people could continue to worship these false gods who are no gods, long as our people could continue to mar their beards and make baldness upon their head, long as our people could continue to wickedness, they wouldn't care about fearing the Lord. You see, and that's why a lot of our people are going to continue to perish and continue to be destroyed because what? They lack fear. They lack fear in Yahweh Shema Shah. When I just clearly read multiple scriptures on reasons why we should fear the Lord, man. And many other reasons, but these are just a few examples, you know. But for you very hopeful elect out there, whoever you may be, continue to fear the Lord. You see, continue to do the things that are well pleasing unto Yahweh Shema Shah. You see, so we won't end up like 2/3 of our people of the nation of Israel. Let me see. This is, let me get Zephaniah. Bear with me. Bear with me, I can. All right, here we go. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. Yahweh Shemashah, the just Lord, the righteous Lord. He's in the midst of us. How? By the way, the angels. It says he will not do iniquity. Right? Say Yahweh Shemashah, they don't do iniquity. They don't do wickedness. Everything about Yahweh Shemashah is righteous. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust know of no shame. That's right. So every morning, you see, you got to read between the lines, not just the morning, but the noon and the night. All throughout the day, every day, Yahweh Shemashah is bringing his judgments to light. These are reasons why we need to fear the Lord. Because what? The scripture is clearly telling you it's Yahweh Shemashah bringing judgment upon the earth, upon your people. And when they bring judgment, they're bringing it to light. They're letting it be known that it was them doing it. You see, they're letting it be known that they're the ones executing the judgment in the earth. You see, so when you see these snowstorms, you see these earthquakes, you see these tornadoes, you see these massacre shootings, you see all type of evil, bad times happening in the earth. It's Yahweh Shah doing it, man. It says, every morning do he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust know no shame. That's right. The unjust, 2/3 of our people of the nation of Israel, they know no shame. You see, when Yahweh Shemashah brings judgment upon the face of the earth, they think it was just a coincidence. They think we're just, Mother Nature, whatever the case may be. When they see these storms and these tornadoes or whatever the case may be, when they see judgment go forth, they think it was just, like I said, a coincidence. It was meant to be like that. No, it was Yahweh Shemashah bringing judgment upon you people for your wickedness, and the unjust know of no shame. So because the 2/3 of people don't know no shame, they continue to do their wickedness. They continue to go to hell off, man, until they're destroyed. You see. But the point is, Yahweh Shemashah is bringing judgment to light every morning, all throughout the day, all throughout the evening, all throughout the night, man. A power that can bring judgment and take you out, put you to death, that's the power that needs to be feared, man. But the only ones who are going to fear Yahweh Shemashah in these last days is that very hopeful elect. That's who going to make the return back into Yahweh Shemashah and start fearing them. And they ain't gonna be faking the funk when they fearing Yahweh Shemashah. They gonna be fearing Yahweh Shemashah in truth and sincerity because that fear is gonna be in them. Let me see. This is Psalms chapter 68. Verse 20. He that is our power is the power of salvation. That's right. And who's you so-called Negroes Latino America's power? Yahweh Shah, the Heavenly Father through the only begotten Son. You see, that's our power. And they're the power of salvation. That's how we're gonna get saved. That's how we're gonna get delivered, beamed up into those chariots. You see what's the word that calls you a fool, starring the very hopeful elect. You see? It says, and unto Yahweh Shah belong the issues from death. So the issues from death comes from Yahweh Shah. So the reason why people are dying, the reason why people get put to death, the reason why people get destroyed, the reason why people are perishing is because it's Yahweh Shah doing that at the end of the day. The issues from death belong unto Yahweh Shah. The issues from death don't belong to Satan. The issues from death don't belong to either so-called white men or these other nations. You see, the issues of death belong to Yahweh Shah. They're the ones doing the killing. As I just read in Deuteronomy 32, verse 39, or 1 Samuel 2, verse 6. You see, they're the ones doing the killing. So the issues from death belong to them. You see, Yahweh Shah, they know the exact day. You see, the exact year, the exact month, the exact second, the exact minute, the exact hour, or when they're gonna take you out, or when they're gonna put you to death, because the issues of death belong to them, man. You see, it's a fearful thing to fall into their hands. You don't want to be on Yahweh Shemashah's bad side. Read it one more time. This is Psalms chapter 68, verse 20. He that is our power is the power of salvation. And unto Yahweh Shemashah belong the issues from death. So the issues from death come from Yahweh Shemashah. You see, nobody else but them. You see, they had the power to keep you alive and they had the power to put you to death. It's all of them. Let me see. I might get ready to close out. Trying to see if I'm gonna get one more. Bear with me. This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. You see? But again, you got the majority of our people, they giving credit to all these false gods who are no gods. They giving credit to all these heathen nations, starting with the devil Esau, the so-called white man. No, it said, I, the Lord, do all these things. It's Yahweh Shemasha that forms the light and creates darkness. You see, it's Yahweh Shemasha, you see, that has the sun by day and the moon by night. That, you know, those two lights. You see, and they make darkness. It's Yahweh Shemasha that makes peace and creates evil. You see, so I can. This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I formed the light and create darkness. I made peace and I create evil. That's right. So not only is it Yahweh Shemasha to form the light, you know, the sun, the moon, but they also form the light and create darkness because what? They can give you this wisdom, knowledge to understand these scriptures, which is the light. But for the ones of our people who don't have this wisdom, knowledge, to understand these scriptures, you're in darkness spiritually. You see, they form the light and they create darkness. You see, they can have you wake up to this truth or keep you blind, to keep you in the dark spiritually. It said what? I made peace and I create evil. You see, evil goes back to bad times. So it's Yahweh Shemasha bringing the peace. If peace is gonna come, it's gonna come through them. It ain't gonna come through marching up and down the street talking about no justice, no peace. It ain't gonna come through you people. It's gonna come through Yahweh Shemasha. And if evil's gonna come, it's gonna come through Yahweh Shemasha. And we're pretty much in evil times. And if you can't tell that we're in evil, bad times, then something's wrong with you. You see? It's Yahweh Shemasha that does all these things, man. These are reasons why we should fear the Lord. And many other reasons, like I said. I ain't gonna be the dead horse, Lord willing. You so-called Negroes, Latin Americans, your Israelites were edified. But before I go any further, I like to give all honor, all glory, and all praises to the Heavenly Father, to the only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakwadash. Next up, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well from teaching us this truth according to the Bible. Double shalom to all who say I can throughout the four corners of the earth. Keep pushing, keep the faith, stay strong, no matter what.